Mr. Cameron, and welcome back to your regularly scheduled nonsense, where today we are back with more of the A to Z Platinum Challenge, continuing where we left off last time in Yooka-Laylee. We are 3 games away from being done with this challenge, this one being one of them, obviously, and recently, earlier today, I just put out the video for the next episode of the Platinum Journey, bringing me to 225 Platinums as we finished Xenon Racer. That was number 225, and yeah. If I don't end up getting anything else before I finish this game, it will be 226. Don't know if that's going to be the case or not, if I'm going to end up getting something else before I finish this game or not, but I might. Who knows? Okay. So... shit. Okay, so can this get me? No, there's no way I can get up to there from there, right? Yeah, okay. So we're back in Glitter. Actually, you know what I kind of want to do? Let's return to the hub. Yeah, I'll return to the hub world really quick. We're gonna go back to the hub world, and we're gonna go back to level 1, I think, and we're gonna go look for some more stuff on that. We're gonna go upgrade it and then look for more stuff there. I think maybe what I want to try to do is beat each book. Excuse me. Is beat each book first completely, maybe? I don't know. Fuck me, dude. It's fucking sneezing. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Damn it. I thought I saw something over in that corner. Ugh. God, I'm in so much fucking pain. I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand how people in college can, like, sleep on futons pretty much constantly. Like, I get their futons are probably nicer than the shitty-ass, cheap-ass Walmart one I've got. But fuck me, man. This shit's uncomfortable, dog. And it's not, like, slightly uncomfortable. This shit is extremely uncomfortable to lay on half the time. To the point where my fucking neck and spine feel like they are being absolutely destroyed right now. Yes. Big whoop. Alright, I'm assuming each book can only be expanded once, from what I can tell. At least I assume. I mean, if that's not the case, then I don't know, man. To expand the world, come and find me and my friends. Okay. Alright. So here's what sucks right now. I mentioned it in the Platinum Journey video. where next year I'm probably not going to be focusing super much on content for the channel. I'm going to be focusing more on just gaming in my free time, streaming when I can, things like that. And is that a Shovel Knight? I'm the one they call Shovel Knight, and I'm having an eventful day. I seem to have embarked on such a grand adventure that I've ended up in the wrong game. There appears to be some alluring treasure hidden at the top of this temple. However, I'm having trouble reaching it. I haven't gotten used to this bizarre third dimension yet. Retrieve the giant jewel for me, and I'll reveal to thou the secret to succeeding in any adventure. Look, I know that I knew there was treasures in this game. I didn't realize the treasures would involve Shovel Knight, to be fair. I think that's hilarious. Oh, this is gonna be a bitch, isn't it? Are you... This is gonna be a big bitch. And I wanted to shed some light on that a little bit more. So for starters, obviously, I'm going to be doing, like, content still, to some degree. Don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'm not going to be spending a shitload of money on just new games and stuff like that. Even if that is part of what I like doing with my life. Like, I like buying video games and things like that. I want to try to not be so reckless with my money for a bit. Especially because I'm looking for a house and things and trying to just get out of the place we currently live. On top of that, I want to pay back on my credit card like crazy, which is needed. Which is kind of expensive to pay back on. For those of you who don't know, I went to a concert back in like May, and I'm still owing money on that. Yeah, still owe money on that, on stuff from that concert, unfortunately, because I spent money like an idiot. And then on top of that, also just trying to, like I said, find a new place, whether that be something I rent or if it's something Elle and I do together and we end up finding a place that we really like together, finding, you know, buying potentially a permanent home, which would be cool, even though that shit is super expensive right now, unfortunately. It's very difficult to buy an actual house right now, unfortunately, so don't know if that's going to end up being the case, and would like it to be. You know, would like to have a more permanent home, especially with my fiance, the person I want to spend the rest of my life with, you know, that sort of thing would be really nice, but it's also incredibly difficult as people in their like late 20s, mid 20s to buy homes right now. And as much as I don't want to stop making content, because I do love making content, I love doing YouTube, I know I also need to spend, you know, it's one of those things where I need to focus a little bit more on just the important things and the adult things, even if I don't want to. Okay, that's not bad. That's not a bad finish. Come on. Ah, damn it, dude. That second one's gonna be a bitch. Yeah. So obviously, oh my god, what a perfect end. Obviously, I don't want to like continue, like completely stop doing content, but buying video games is not really on my cards, you know, on the cards for next year as much as I would like it to be, basically, is what I'm trying to say here. Little fuckers. Great work, friends. You retrieved my jewel. Bring it back here. You got it, Mr. Shovel Knight, sir. There we go. We've recovered the jewel, Shovel Knight. Impressive. I can't wait to exchange it for piles of gold. Now, as promised, here's the secret to adventuring success. What? ¿Por qué? Oh, he gave me a pagey. Fuck yeah. All you need is a map and the thirst for adventure. This guy's humor is as flat as his pixelated treasure. I'll take it, though. How the fuck did I get up there? Gosh damn it. But yeah, I obviously want to still do content for the channel, at least for the next year or so, but I also know that if I'm doing it, it's got to be in a situation where I feel like personally it's not getting in the way of me doing other things with my life and trying to keep myself to the point where I can afford my bills and where I can continue living my life comfortably to a degree without feeling like all of my focus and all of my money is going here rather than somewhere important. I would love to be able to buy more games without any issue right now and still be able to afford all my bills, because there's plenty coming out next year that I'm interested in too. That's the other problem, is so many games that I'm interested in will be coming out next year, so I'm going to try to save money to be able to buy those later on rather than buy them on release or spend money and buy a shitload of ridiculous amounts of games that I don't really need. Okay, I feel like I need a flower, right? I might still, like, obviously still, if next year's going well and things like that and I'm not struggling as much financially, I will probably buy games to add to the collection and play more, but my biggest concern is financial stability, being comfortable with where I'm at money-wise, and making sure that I can go find a new place. Sorry, I've got no business with you, lizard. That's racist, bruh. Fucking racist-ass fucking plants, man. But yeah, obviously the biggest thing for me, like I said, is just trying to get out of the situation I'm in, trying to get out of the house I'm in, and finding something that feels more comfortable for me, feels more fulfilling for me, and I don't have to deal, theoretically, hopefully don't have to deal with a landlord. I'm very tired of landlords right now. They are very annoying, especially mine right now is very annoying. But yeah. Obviously I want to figure something out where I can, theoretically, obviously the idea would be to still live with Jesse and my grandma if possible, but the biggest thing for me is trying to find something that I like and something that feels comfortable for me, for where I want to live and what I want to do with my life. So at the end of the day, as much as I love living with Jesse and my grandma, there's still a part of me that's like, if I find something on my own, I find something on my own, you know? If I find something that I like and fits what I want with my life more, I'll take that over that, you know? If I find something that I feel is more what I want out of my life, I'm going to take it rather than stick with what's been comfortable for the last 4 years, you know? Because at the end of the day, there's points where living here has genuinely, to me, just not been fun. And that's not in a situation of, like, I don't like living with Jessie. It's a situation of my grandmother, bless her heart, I love her, but she has, to a degree, some mental health issues, and it has reared its head a lot in situations that have very much made me not like living here. And knowing that, there's definitely parts of me that wants to figure out a better place for me to be, where mentally I feel safe, and where mentally she can feel safe, basically. So this place is definitely not it for me for feeling mentally safe, obviously, or physically, for that matter. So yeah, the hope, obviously, will be to find the hope would be to find something for me and Ella to where we can go begin our lives together. Which genuinely is the thing I want the most. Is I've lived in what a lot of people call survival mode for, like, I'm 27. My mom got sick when I was 13. Like, I've lived in survival mode for 14 years of my life. And even before that, we were living in survival mode to a degree because my mom worked, but she didn't get a lot of money, so we had food stamps. And obviously with the government shutdown, it reminded me a lot of us growing up on that stuff. Me, my brother, my mom. Well, me and my brother specifically, but because of my mom having food stamps. I remember being able to eat and having free school lunches and all these things that families just had to suffer without for the last 40 days. And it really reminded me that as much as I love those things, I don't want my kids to have to rely on that sort of stuff when I do have them. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm going to say it right now because I don't want that to be misconstrued. There's absolutely nothing wrong with having to have SNAP or having to have government assistance for anything, for medical care, for food, nothing. There is nothing wrong about that. There's nothing where people should say that they feel embarrassed or anything like that with those things. Those things are the reason I'm here today. As crazy as it sounds to me sometimes, like, I don't always think about it that way, where there's definitely times where, yeah, you know, I got free school lunches and I felt embarrassed about it because all my friends, their parents were paying for it in some way, but I just got government assistance for it. But for me, it took a lot to get comfortable with those things where, yeah, you know, I'm very thankful we had that when I was growing up, but I would also be remiss in saying, like, I don't want my kids to have to know that life. You know, I think as a parent, regardless of how well things went for you as a child, you always want to strive to do better. And for me, doing better means my kids don't have to rely on assistance like that, like I did. Again, no issues with relying on it. I just don't want to be in those situations where it feels like my kids are growing up in survival mode, especially if I get unlucky enough and end up getting my mom's disease. You know, that thought terrifies me on a daily basis of, what if I get it and my kids, who already potentially had to grow up through government assistance things like I did, have to then live in survival mode for the rest of their lives because either myself, either they or my wife have to take care of me to some degree. You know, it worries me, not to the degree of, like, I don't feel like I would feel comfortable, like, I'd be fine with it, like, if it has to happen, it has to happen. But it's one of those things of, it worries me to a degree of, I don't want my family to have to go through what I had to go through. And if they do, at least I know I have people who would sit there and help my family in that situation. I know I have family members who would sit there and try to make sure that my family's being taken care of if something happened to me. But it's very frustrating to have to think about that fact, and I feel like there's a lot of people who they haven't had to deal with something like that, and they don't understand the degree of how it affects you. To be, you know, in my situation, I went from being a 13-year-old kid to the prime person taking care of my mom for a very large amount of time. You know, literally like 10 years of my life was dedicated to taking care of my mom. And I'm eternally grateful. Like, literally yesterday was my mom's 50th birthday. I'm eternally grateful for the fact that I've gotten to see my mom make it to 50 years old, because from everything I know about her mom, her mom, from what everything I've heard, didn't make it that far. Didn't make it anywhere near close. As far as I know, from what I remember, she only made it to about 38, or 39 years old, somewhere around there, and then she passed. You know, so to see my mom hanging on the way she is, first off, to see my mom holding on the way she is, and especially for the fact that you can look at, so like going back to how her mom passed, when in regards to a different person that the nurses, the person who runs my mom's nursing home, had told me, they had another person who just got Huntington's, who just got there with the same disease as my mom, and has been there for a much shorter time, and went from walking and talking and being fine and upright and everything to needing more, and when I say more, I mean more assistance than what my mom needs on a daily basis within a few weeks, which really goes to show you how fast something can progress in certain situations, and how different two people who have the exact same disease can have vastly different situations, and in regards to what happens to them while they have it. You know, it's, to me, I'm eternally grateful that I got my mom walking, talking, eating, remembering everything for a vast majority of my life. You know, I could not imagine what it'd be like if I was a family member in the shoes of this other patient who went from being somebody who was walking and talking a short time ago to, you know, nonverbal, can't eat, all those sorts of things so quickly, you know. And so I'm grateful for, you know, being able to celebrate my mom's 50th with her, being able to see her, being able to call my older brother and have him talk with my mom with our mom for a little bit, being able to call one of my mom's brothers and have him talk with her for a bit, you know, all those sorts of things that a lot of people probably take for granted in their lives. You know, a lot of people probably just kind of look at it like, oh, well, you know, that's not that crazy, that's not that insane for you, you know. But and like I posted about it on my Facebook, and I had a lot of people who were commenting, and there's a lot of people on my Facebook who have no idea what's happened with my mom or what's going on with my mom or anything like that. But like, there's that situation where it's like, yeah, you know, this has been my life for, like, like I said, I'm 27. It's been my life for about half my life now, where my mom has officially, at this point, which I think this is the craziest thing to think about with it. Officially at this point, my mom has been sick for longer in my life than she was not sick. And it's one of those things that hearing it, like, I thought about it when it first happened, and I thought about it, and I was like, when I first turned 27, I thought, holy shit, my mom got sick when I was 13. You know, I'm 27 now. I thought about it at that time, and I was like, I've now known more of my life with my mom being sick than I have with my mom being healthy. And it's such an insane thought to have, and such an insane thing to have, like, pinpointed in your brain, like, holy shit, this has been over half of my life now, where my mom has been fighting for this thing. Halt, Penny Lizard, the great Rampo is not interested in thine door-to-door sales. Turn back or face thy doom. I'm good. I could turn back, you know. I don't want to, though. But, you know, that's one of those things that's crazy for me to think about, is my mom is, you know, still here, thankfully, too, which is the other thing. Like, my brother has been able to have both my nieces meet my mom, which for me was such an impact, because while I still haven't met them in person, because my brother moved before my sister-in-law even really had the kids, they moved because my brother was going to the Army, or the National Guard, whatever. No, Army. It was the Army. I'm dumb. Never mind. My sister was pregnant with my first niece when my brother was starting, and that was, you know, a while ago now, which is insane to think about. Like, that was 7-ish years ago, give or take now, which is really, really insane to think about, my nieces being that old. But on top of that, it's like one of those things of, you know, my brother was very thankful and very lucky that my mom was able to see my nieces, you know, both of them, after they were born, and has been able to meet them, and they've been able to meet their grandmother. The Great Rampo, ancient angular stone block. The Great Rampo has no need for thine double-glazed windows, sales mortals. We're not selling windows, we're hunting pages. I'm Yooka, and this is Laylee. Silence, Great Rampo knows hostile when he reads it. You two have been bothering every character on this island with your so-called deals. Okay. And I'm in a situation where I'm 100% not sure if my mom's gonna get to meet my kids if I have any. Besides, like, you know, my girlfriend's sister who we've adopted, you know, Ella's sister who we've adopted. Which is one of those things that worries me at times, but at the same time, I know that even if she doesn't, I could tell my kids about her and the memories that I have of her before she got sick, and even after she got sick, and I think I'd be able to tell them, like, yeah, this woman gave me this, you know, was able to raise me with this compassion and this love for being able to understand things differently than what I think I ever would have without her in my life. And that's, for me, the biggest thing. Ow. Okay. Got at least one of them. But yeah, so, like, I already know that, yeah, there's a good chance my mom won't see me get married and won't get to meet my kids potentially when I have them, but I am at least thankful that my mom is still here. Okay, so now he's doing threes. Oh, that's great. God damn it. Bro. Slippery slope. Defeat the world. That was the World 1 boss. This fucking yokai looking ass motherfucker. It's what, 147 of these motherfucking things? Jesus, dude. I still have so many to go. Oh, there's none up here? Well, fuck you too, game. I don't... What else? Where else am I supposed to go for this shit? Where am I at for pages in this map, in this mission, actually? 14 and 25. I have 11 more to go. One of the special butterflies, one of the energy things. 53 more fucking feathers. And 2 more Ghost Riders. Good fucking god. But yeah, I'll say this. For people who... For people who maybe don't have their parents in their lives anymore, I don't envy you. I remember being younger when my grandfather passed away. I remember being 15 years old, I think I was, when it happened. It was, yeah, 2013, so 15. And now it's, like, this is the 12th, like, this year's the 12th anniversary, like, it's coming up within, like right now, actually, I think, like, literally, like, this week, I think, is the 12th anniversary. And, it's one of those things where it's absolutely insane to me that it's been that long since that happened. But at the same time, it's also one of those things where I have to live with, you know, like, I remember when it happened, I remember the reaction from my grandmother, my dad, or my brother, my uncles, my mom, everybody, when it happened. And it's one of those things that, again, I'm very thankful for the fact that my mom's still here, because I didn't really think she'd still be here at this point. And the fact that she is, just, it fills me with this happiness. But at the same time, there's this... That's what I want for it. I don't think dread is the right word. This fear and this pain and this worry that this is really kind of the last birthday, more or less. Like, I know that's probably really fucking morbid to think about, where you're kind of thinking about when something like that's gonna happen. But as far as it goes, she's most likely gonna be on hospice care by the end of this year, which is something I've known for the last year and a half-ish. They had kind of already told me there was a good chance that was going to happen sooner rather than later. And, you know, it was one of those things of prepare for when they tell you that's like that. Yeah, this is happening. Like, there's no getting out of this. This is happening, sort of thing. But also to know that when it does happen, it's because it's what's best for her health and safety, and where she's at in her life, basically. And for people who don't know what hospice is, either because you don't live in the United States, because I don't know if they have it outside the United States, or if you've just never had to deal with it in your life. One, you're very lucky that you never had to deal with it in your life. If you haven't, hospice is end-of-life care. It's basically there is nothing else we can really do to keep you alive, or there's no benefit to making you try to go on living life continuously. We're just going to try to make you as comfortable as we can as you get closer to your final days. Collect your first 200 quilts. Yay. That's what hospice care is. And it is one of those things where when somebody tells you that that's what's going to happen to your parent or a family member, you don't always realize entirely what it means. And like, for me, I don't think I really grasped it when they first said it. Like, I have had family members who've been on hospice care before. My great grandmother on my dad's side was on hospice care before the end of her life. And I think there's other family members of my dad on my dad's side that have been on hospice care before. And you don't really always fully grasp it. I feel like, not to the degree of like wanting to completely understand it, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to really describe what I mean there, because it's hard to, at least in my mind, it's hard to think about it in the regard of like knowing what it is, but then having to deal with a family member being on it. It's two very different things, in my opinion. So like obviously I know about it and I know what it is, but it's one of those things where it's like, okay, this is happening, you know, like it was when it got brought up to me in the first place, I was like, okay, maybe we won't have to, you know, maybe it won't be that soon. Maybe it will be a situation where she still gets to kind of be okay for a little bit longer and live her life however she wants, right? And then it was one of those things of kind of being told about it was like, okay, you know, this is one of those things where I have to accept the fact that that's kind of it, you know, which, gonna be honest, didn't really want to do. But I don't think anyone who hears that their parent has to go on hospice care really wants to accept that fact. Like, nobody does, in my opinion. I don't think anyone ever who's heard your family members going on hospice care wants to hear that phrase be said to them. You know, and I had to tell my family, you know, I had to tell my brother and everything. And it's one of those things where I've accepted it to the degree I need to accept it, and I've gotten kind of used to it. And when they told me last year, I remember being so angry. Even though I knew it was inevitable, it was going to happen, I was very angry. Not at the nurses, but at the world in general. Because, like, what do you mean my mom is about to be gone? Like, what do you mean she's going on something where this is this is to make her as comfortable as we can until she's gone? You know, like, it's... Try not to cry. Excuse me. It's one of those things where you just kind of think about it, and you, at least for me, you don't really let it come to grips. Like, you don't really come to grips with it as fast as you probably should. And for me especially, I struggled to come to grips with it, you know? I was very much I'm an angry person about this. This is not fair to me. Like, do something. Figure something out so she can, you know, so I can still have my mom in my life. And unfortunately, that's just not in the cards. And I'm grateful. Here's the thing. I'm grateful for the fact that my mom's still here at 50. I'm grateful for the fact that I still get to see my mom and talk with her. And obviously talking with her is more just me talking and her smiling. And I'm extremely grateful that I've gotten to have 14 years with her after she got sick, when I didn't think that was what was going to happen. I'm just going to skip all this. I don't care. I just want my pagey. But at the same time, I'm also very thankful that I'm also very grateful that she's been able to be in a place where she likes the people that are taking care of her. She's comfortable, she's loved, and she's taken care of every day. So, like, it feels, and I know so many of the nurses. I know so many of the nurses so well at this point, and I know that they would do anything to keep her safe and things, and that, for me, is a big thing. There's probably a list on there. That's great. I'm assuming the lizard jump thing, or lizard leap, is how I'm supposed to get through this section up here. Okay. I don't know if that was how I was supposed to get up here or not, but I'll take it. Ah, good. You must be the garbage man. Not really, but okay. Well, actually, look at the state of Planka's roof. Everywhere you look, there's flying rubbish. The worst kind of rubbish. That don't... Okay. I'm doing this for the pages and nothing else. Gosh damn it. Okay. How the fuck am I supposed to get up there? Dude, I don't know how to get up to this thing. Huh. Are you fucking kidding me, game? Gosh damn, Paigey, come here. What does he mean he doesn't like me very much? How the fuck do you not like... Why do you not like me very much? What did I do wrong? What is... I'm so confused. What is this dude's problem? Does he not want me to clean up the rubbish? I thought that's what he had said. God fucking dude. What's this dumbass specifically only means the golden, the Paigey? I don't understand what he wants me to do here. Does he not want me to pick up the pages? Is that, like, am I misunderstanding what's going on here? Okay, hold up. I need to look this up. So I am supposed to get all this shit, I think, right? Wait. Can I... Huh? Is this a different... Hold up. Okay, so I don't have the ability I need for this. I need an ability called Flappy Flight, which I thought was the ability I have. It is in fact not the ability I have. So let's see. Where am I at? 1625, 165 of 200. How do I get that dude? And how do I get that dude? Those are the questions. I'm genuinely serious. I don't fully get what I'm doing here right now for some of this shit. Like, clearly, I'm missing things to some degree, right? And you know, maybe that's it. Maybe that's what I'm missing, is maybe I'm missing abilities that I need for some of this shit. I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not super versed in what I'm supposed to be doing in this game. I like it, but I'm confused. So if I'm assuming that, let me grab one of these. If I bring this up to him, and I shoot it at him, so that freezes all of it. Then what does the fire do? I'm curious to see what this one does. I'm scared to see what this one does, but I'm curious at the same time. Okay. How do I... Is there a way then for me to get him to stop? I would assume it's the fire one again, right? So fire would melt the ice one, the frozen stuff. I'm assuming does this then... It does, okay. Okay, so... Because I think that opens things up for me down here. Maybe not as much as I hoped they would, though. Fuck. I guess we're gonna have to go see what I did over there for if it helped me in any way, shape, or form. I still don't understand how to get this dude, but we'll have to figure that out, I guess, here in a minute. I missed the water. I missed the thing I was actually fucking aiming for. Okay. So clearly there's something I have to do to close these idiots up. I just don't know what it is. Okay. I just want to specify, so far in this stream, we've gotten one trophy. And I haven't done a whole lot of work towards other trophies. I wanna specify that I'm not doing good today. So far, at least, like as far as trophy-wise goes. Aha, that's where it's at. Okay, so we have dude, are you fucking kidding me? This game annoys me sometimes. I don't like this camera. I will be honest, the biggest gripe I have with this game is the camera angle shift sucks a lot. And like, I don't just mean like, oh, it's kind of bad sometimes. I mean, a lot of the times it pisses me off because it shifts in the worst possible times. What do you fucking mean, game? What do you fucking mean? This is some bullshit. Oh my god, I have to re-jump up this bullshit again! Like, you can't fucking tell me that I can't get to that bullshit from, like, this. Like, sorry, but you just can't. Let me try this. No? Okay. What if we do this, then? Hey, there we go. Yeah, so clearly I need the Flappy Flight thing before I can even get close to getting up that, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't think there's a whole lot more I can do in this world right now without getting further upgrades. So I think we're just gonna head back to the hub world. And I think we're gonna go unlock Waterworks, because I think that's another area I saw. And that's how you get Flappy Flight, I think. I believe is World 3. What time is it actually? Or not what time is it? Okay, it's 3 in the morning and I've been streaming for about an hour. I'll probably stream for like an hour, hour and a half. I gotta drive Jesse to the airport tomorrow, so gotta not be completely asleep because that's like an hour drive and then an hour drive back, give or take. So, in areas I don't really like driving. Oh, excuse me, because even though I think that's one of the craziest things, even though I've been driving now for like the better part of 2 years, I still don't like driving all that much in certain areas of Michigan, because Michigan kind of sucks driving sometimes. I can't, really? I can't go into that? Okay. Have to figure that out later, I guess? There we go. Okay, so we have only 4 more to go in Ivory Towers, right? 17 more pages, 4 more feathers, and then the upgrade things. I don't know where those are going to be in here, to be honest. Oh, that's what was over here. Okay. Assholes. I think this is waterworks. Maybe not. Oh, there's the snaky. Oh. Oh. Okay. There's like a pagey somewhere over here, it sounds like. Okay. How do I get in here? Wait, is it right there? Aha, it is, okay. Wait, I'm an idiot. Huh? This shit's confusing, dog. Okay. Let's do this one. Aha! Did it. Lego. And I'm assuming that that leads me straight out then. Beautiful. That was actually really fucking clever, I gotta admit. Who the fuck's always calling Trouser Snake? Or Trouser the Snake, I should say. We haven't even fought the World 2 boss. We've only fought the World 1 boss. Oh, sorry, we've gotten 2 trophies in this. I forgot. We also fought the World 1 boss. My bad. I don't entirely know where this goes. I am intrigued though. I swear it goes. A locked door. That is no longer locked. Oh, it's back to the starting area. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I might go get myself some food. I might take a break from this here sooner rather than later. Go get food and just relax and watch YouTube for a bit. Why are the pumpkins watching me like that? Another level unlocked. That's 3, right? Okay, I still do need more. Alright, that's what I thought. Hold up, what's in here? Before I even... Okay, what's in here then? Might as well look, right? I don't know how to get past those fucking camera things yet, so... Moody Maze Marsh. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Fuck me. I see how it is. Okay, so I've got to do basically... Yeah, there we go. Trouser snake. I will. We have 53, so I can't do anything yet. So we have Lizard Lash, which I do need to do that one, and Sonar Splution. Alright then. This dude's depressing. It makes me sad. So we're officially at 12 of 36, which means we are a third of the way through this trophy list. Okay. Okay, was definitely not expecting that. I hated that. It was awful. Terrible even. The worst thing I've ever done in my life. No, I was kidding. That was actually surprisingly easy. For what I thought it was going to be, that was a lot easier than what it could have easily been, to be fair. I will say, something does tell me that maybe there's something else in there that I missed maybe, I don't know. But for now, I'm not in the mood to go through it, so. Is this Ollie again? Oh no. Huh. Where's some enemies so I can start stunning some motherfuckers? Oh, I see what to do for this dude. I think. Maybe? No? No? Huh. Okay, ow. Alright. I think that's 4 tonics unlocked, right? I only just realized that that's right there. Trouser boy. Oh, hell yeah, that's gonna be fun. What the fuck did I just do? Okay, I'm assuming I just have to get there. Okay, in the time limit without blowing up, I'm guessing then. You fucking bitch, game. I think, to be fair, had I been more prepared for that, I probably would have made it no problem. But I was not very prepared for that, obviously. I landed right on the thing, and then it immediately started going without me being even the slightest bit prepared, to be fair. Okay, so I think I can probably go past this first one without even flying. Hey, I have enough pages to upgrade this world now. No, nothing up there? Okay. Grab all of these. That. Oh, I see what to do. I see what to do. Gosh damn it. Oh, look at that. I made that look easy. You know, after the 3 attempts where I fucking failed. Oh, okay. Gives me like a little secret passageway. I'm pretty sure what I just saw was... It was indeed a way to get out with this. Let's go. Makes it about 10 times easier. Alright. Where are we have time? An hour and 19 minutes. Awesome. Lovely. I think we're going to upgrade this book. Oh my gosh. And then I'm going to go searching around for where Trouser's at. So because the Flappy Flight is over here somewhere. I just don't know entirely where. Yep. And there's Thinking Big for expanding 3 Grand Tome worlds. Which means we're at 13 of 36 now. Shit, we're making good. I will say we're making decent progress on this. For how much there is to do with this game, at least we're making pretty good progress, I feel like. I feel like it has to do with this section, maybe? Maybe not? Okay, so that's world 5. This is world 3. And that leads us back to the star, if I remember correctly. Okay, I really don't know what to do in this situation right now. Because Like, part of me wants to keep trying to go searching around Ivory Towers for the remaining feathers and pages. Is that the strat? Just go searching through Ivory Towers first right now? Or at least to the degree I can for now? I don't know is the problem. Alright. You and me are gonna have a little talk there. Vending machine chick thing. Okay, so Super Slam. Gain a more powerful Buddy Slam. Let me see. Oh, that's how I have to... That's what I gotta do, isn't it? For the mushrooms, I feel like. Okay. What else do we have that we can unlock? Beat Rextra's high score on 3 arcade machines. Collect 300 quills. Find 2 health or power extenders to unlock this tonic. Defeat 10 inept enemies. Finish the Yooka-Laylee story. Collect 10 in Ivory Towers. Pages. Collect 10 Ghost Riders. 10 underwater enemies. 15 Ghost Riders. Finish the story. Figure out how to unlock that one myself and collect every page in the game. Okay. Well, I know there's still stuff that I can probably go gather outside of here, I believe. At least I would assume. Based on the fact that I'm pretty positive I didn't get everything out here. But I don't know. I'm assuming most of the collectible stuff on this section of it is in this area, you know? Rather than it being inside of the towers themselves, it seems like. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Very, very possible chance that I'm just a fucking idiot and I'm wrong right now, to be fair. If I remember correctly, there was at least a pagey over here, I think, that we missed. Or that we couldn't get earlier, I should say. Am I correct on something? No? I'm wrong? Okay. Well, that's fun. I know, there's just... Oh, look, there's a pagey right up there. Okay, so we definitely did miss a pagey. There's number 5? No, 7? 7 here, okay. Wait. Fucking genius over here. There's number 8. Or what will be number 8 once I fucking grab it. Jesus. Hey Blasto, how are you feeling today? Cough, not so good. My throat hurts and I've almost lost my voice. That'll be last night's karaoke. Your performance blew us all away. Oh, there we go. I tried that like 6 times and I couldn't figure it out. What does that bring me to for here now? 7 of 20 and 8 of 10. Fucking Christ, dude. Okay, so... Fuck me, I fell again. God damn it. What the bro? This game's camera angles hate me. There's 9. There's literally no way a vast majority of the fucking feathers in here are out here. And then there's like gonna be one inside of the fucking main area, right? Like, I'm missing one for Ivory Towers. There's no fucking way. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Alright, there we go. There's every single feather for Ivory Towers. Okay. Pages are obviously going to be a lot harder. But that's the feathers done at least. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I think that's where I'm gonna call this one. I'm pretty tired, and like I said, I gotta be up to drive Jesse to the airport in the morning. In like 8 hours. So that's what I'm gonna call it. I will be back on. I'll probably stream again later today, most likely. After I get home from dropping them off. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Stay golden. Peace.